There was a bit of controversy about a list that you wrote for Ellie, and she's so dramatic has shared the list.
Gotcha.
And she's come out and said it was fabricated.
Right.
What's your response to that?
So, interesting question. So, if you look on the show, you'll see a book open. It looks identical to this.
Okay, you got a book here.
So, the reason for the book is for actually what I was doing on a hopefully daily basis was manifesting intentions. So I do this almost daily. So like 3 things make me smile today, affirmations, and then things how I can improve. Like how's my day, things that made me smile, what bothers me, what to worry about, lessons I learned, how could I make today better, what am I grateful for.
Okay.
So this is the actual book. This is why I had it handy. For me, I have very high levels of ADHD. I get bloody distracted all the time. I'm seeing lights around here. I'm like, what's going on? Where's the question? I'm going, oh, look, a bird, and I'll run away. Like that's just. So for me, it helps me on track. So that's why I wrote things down. It wasn't to nitpick, but I can see why it was interpreted that way. So the list was, and we did it both ways, because when we're talking to Ellie, I'm like, well, same with me. What are my imperfections? What can I improve on? What can I, be mindful of? So that was it. Here it is.
Hey, we've got the list.
The book looks exactly like this.
We saw on the show there was a discussion about makeup. That was one of the bullet points. Do you want to read out the full list that you had written?
So how I was worded, and this is where I've been struggling with, is like I'll word things rather bluntly. So for me, this was just dot points saying spending hours doing makeup, and then boom, what do you do makeup? Like I get it, but just going to like Woolies, because we'd go shopping, so it'd just take a while, which is not a big deal. It's manageable. These are things I was holding on. I was like, man, so this is stuff I need to work on.
Writing that down in the list, was it, let's change this? Like, I don't like this.
How can I do
move
better?
Forward? Or, okay, so you're just naming the issues, and then what was the intention?
I'd be irritable. I'd be like, come on. So I need to work on my shit. But this is something, oh, Ben, why are you irritable? Well, that's me. But that's not all written down. That was just a dot point to unpack. But as soon as I said, you got makeup, down a rabbit hole.
Okay, so for you writing that, it's more about like giving a reason, being like, I was irritable because maybe you took too long to get ready when we were just doing the groceries.
She could take an hour, take 2 hours. It's all good. I'm not used to it. I'm used to roughing it. So how can I do better?
Right, okay.
This is something I was like, little problems throughout that, but I also put on there and see in the photograph, said these are manageable. This is not a deal breaker. It's something that we can easily solve, but I was bottling that in. I wasn't communicating that. So that's totally on me.